Hey guys, Mel the Train Tutor back with, I'm not sure if this is the third or the first update, but the Terrain Essentials update. Every week what I plan to do is jump on board, do a quick video and let you know where I am with the book writing progress. You know, what I've done this week, what I'm doing next week, answer any questions, that sort of thing. Now with regards to questions, this video is getting recorded on a Saturday, it's going out on a Sunday, and Sunday night I have my Sunday night at 9 o'clock UK time. So a link down below in the description to a Google Doc, and if you've got any questions and you can't be around for the late night show, leave your questions on there. I'll answer them in the first sort of 10-15 minutes of the live show, and then you can just jump on the live show and your answers are there, proper answers guys. So link down below to a Google Doc. You don't need to be logged in, you just need to sort of register your screen name, register what platform you're on, that's if you're live, just pick one. Yeah, and then just enter the channel name underneath, enter your question underneath that, and I'll get onto that on the live show. So that's how you get feedback and get questions and that sort of stuff. Wanted to cover that first. But first, or second, yeah, how's Mel? Mel's almost recovered from Kickstarter. I vastly underestimated the work involved. I don't even want to think about how many hours I worked over last month. I know it wasn't last month, it was sort of half month to half month, but over the last 31 days. It's taken me a week to sort of decompress, which is crazy for me. Yeah, first couple of days just walking around in shock at the final total, much like I was when we funded in the first week. Yeah, that weekend was, I should have been jumping on and pushing it really hard, but I was just walking around in shock, vastly unprepared. The Concrud is almost gone. I've just got a little bit of the sniffles and a bit of a cough, and yeah, the aches have gone. I'm feeling a little bit more alert, you know, I'm eating normal food instead of like convention and travelling food. I've eaten so many service stations and fast food restaurants. I find my mouth watering whenever I see salad. And to be truthful, most of my diet this week has been salad and yogurts and everything that doesn't involve saturated fats. Although I could do with a fry up. Anyway, we're getting off topic, aren't we? So, yeah, the back is, it's still a little niggle, to be truthful. I found I can sit in my seat for about 10-15 minutes at a time before it starts to, like, play up. And I'm very conscious of not pushing it and not pushing it back to where it was when I had the really bad back. One of the budget items for the kit set up for the book, yeah, is a new chair, because there's no way I can spend serious hours writing in that thing. There's just no way it'll kill me. Yeah, so I'm going to get a new chair, and I don't think I've ever been more delighted over a new piece of furniture in my life. But yeah, so me myself, Concrud's better, I'm feeling better, I'm a lot more alert, the back's better. I've reconnected with the kids, you know, the kids are off for this week, they're off next week as well. Now, next week the book doesn't officially start until the week after. Okay, basically because next week my kids are off, Kerry's at work, and then after next week she finishes work, she basically becomes a full-time house mum for the 4 months I'm going to be writing the book. Okay, so, you know, she's basically looking after the kids so I can just crack on. Yeah, which is brilliant. But I've got a week of being dad. Yeah, now at the same time I've got to start bulleting up all the theory sections. Well, what I mean by bulleting up is actually taking all the information off my plan sheets, laying them down onto the actual Word docs, formulating a structure, because a lot of the stuff I've done is, this is the information I want and these are the rough pages I want. I've got to get the flow and all that sort of stuff going. Yeah, I've got to find my flow. Yeah, so I've got all that to do. At the same time, a little bit more reconnecting with the kids. Yeah, because they've missed me this month. And I'm going to be working hard over the next 4 months. So I'm trying to give them a good sort of Easter break. Yeah, and then hopefully we can ride through that as a family over the next sort of month or two while I find my footing. Yeah, and pick it up back from then. I mean, the kids are all on board, the Kez is on board, so I'm not concerned. They've been great. Yeah. But yeah, that's my plan for the coming week. So, the previous week, recovery, and I'm almost recovered. The next week is very much planning, preparation. I did my budget for the first camera kit and the studio lights and editing machines, as in like typing and vlogging stuff and all that sort of stuff. I put about £4,500 towards the budget. Okay, and that's not including the 4K camera studio upgrade. There's another budget further on once I've written the book and passed it over to Dave that I'll be sorting that out and sorting the audio out of. This is just purely digital stills, vlogging kit, writing kit. I've sort of reached that point where it's like the Kickstarter did rather well. Better than I was expecting anyway. Yeah, so it's like, right, I've been running the train shoot on budget cameras and second-hand bits of kit for years, you know, going month to month, and it's like I drew a line in the sand and said, no, we've done this much, you know, the least I can do is take, you know, a chunk of it, a good chunk of it, and say, right, let's upgrade the kit. So the first upgrade is all my typing, my vlogging stuff, and hopefully it'll make my stuff better quality. I've got to do it for the book because I need good quality for the book, but also from the vlogging side and the editing and that sort of stuff. I'm hoping it's going to make me quicker. Like today, I'm recording off my mobile phone rather than recording off a normal video. Normally, I'd throw the video onto my editing machine, edit it, render it. You know, what I'm going to do with this is have a play around with the app and see if I can do it in the YouTube app, get it up, and then just add the finishing touches on the computer. Yeah, which should be a lot quicker process, which frees up time for writing, it frees up time for building, it frees up time for other terrain shooter stuff. So that's the battle plan. So last week, recovery. I am 90% there. Yeah, this week is planning, prepping, finishing off a couple of little bits, doing my order list for when the Kickstarter cash drops, and that should be roughly middle of May, and I'll be able to get all my camera kit and then start the building in earnest, because I can't build until I've got decent cameras to actually photograph what I'm doing. Yeah, so I've got a bit of an enforced rest, so my job is to end this week exactly where I need to be. Not try and get ahead, spend the time, but do my work jobs that I've got to do. I've also got to jump on, I've got to do the salute editing, I've got to start editing up the Adepticon footage. Yeah, because I'll be back in the studio, not next week, the week after when Kez and the kids are back at school and Kez finishes work. I'm back in the studio filming boom stuff and that sort of stuff. So I've got a busy week ahead. Highlight of the week. Yeah, let's do a highlight of the week. Friday, yeah, ventured out the house for the first time. Went up to the local town centre to go take Willow and Jace's daughter Beth, because Jace was with me, take them up the dessert bar to give them a little ice cream treat. Bumped into a backer walking up to the ice cream bar. Brands, I think his name was. Apologies, mate, you got me completely on the hoof. Yeah, I was not expecting to bump into a backer, just wandering up to my ice cream bar. Yeah, but pleasure meeting you, buddy. It sort of brought a realisation that I think a lot more people know me now. Do you know what I mean? I know I had the YouTube numbers, but that's over a 5-6 year period. I think the Kickstarter has like pushed it up, you know, and like reminded everyone that I exist and all that sort of stuff. And so I'm going to have to be a little bit more cautious about when I go out and making sure I've had a shave and I look decent. Luckily I did, yeah, because it was sort of right, freshen up, go face the world, you know, go out. But I think that's going to be a conscious thing for Mel in the future. But anyway, Brands, absolute pleasure to meet you. Sorry I was a little dumbstruck, I just wasn't expecting it. Right, to wrap this up for you guys, yeah. Last week was a recovery. This week is, you know, a bit of prep and the last little bit of recovery, getting ready to kick it in properly the week after. Okay, remember I am live 9 o'clock Sunday night, so if you've got any questions about the book or any terrain questions or anything like that, there's a link down to the Google Doc down below. Enter your screen name. I'll add a couple of don't worry about the platforms, pick anything, yeah, and I'll change that and throw like a pre-question on or a bracket for if you're not asking live, yeah, and also I'll catch you 9 o'clock UK time Sunday night. The brain's getting there, guys. The brain is getting there. So that's the battle plan. As always, links down below to Patreon, PayPal, all that sort of stuff. If you enjoy what I do here, yeah, you can support it down there and help keep things rolling and all that sort of stuff. It does help. Kickstarter has been a great help setting things up, but it's a one-off, you know, so we need to keep that ticking over and rolling anyway. So if you do like it, down below, guys. In the meantime, I've got a day of writing. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll catch you tomorrow on the Sunday night, folks. All the best, yeah? Ta-ra.